Fallout has this vibe. A vibe I haven't felt with other games. Whether it's Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas, or Fallout 4, I'm still struck with such nostalgia. But this isn't the normal kind of nostalgia. The feeling I get is uncanny. Like I've been here before but haven't. Or maybe it's the feeling that I'm aware that the human race is propelling increasingly faster to a post-apocalyptic doom, as is portrayed in the Fallout series. Okay, too deep. Anyway, I'm here to talk about retrofuturism, a media that portrays the future as seen from the past. This combination of a bleak future with a nostalgic past has become a defining characteristic of the Fallout world and is one of the main reasons why the franchise has been so successful. The choice to stick with retrofuturism is a deliberate one, as it helps to create a distinctive and memorable world for players to explore. The retrofuturistic aesthetic of Fallout draws inspiration from the 1950s and 60s, a time when the world was still recovering from World War II and the future seemed full of possibilities. The Fallout world imagines a future where nuclear war has devastated the planet, but humanity has managed to rebuild using the remnants of the past. The retrofuturistic design is a reflection of this, with technology that is both futuristic and antiquated, such as robots that look like they came straight out of a sci-fi movie from the 50s, or weapons that look like they were cobbled together from spare parts. The design also helps to create a sense of nostalgia for players as they explore a world that is simultaneously familiar and alien. The iconic imagery of the 50s, such as diners, jukeboxes and classic cars, is juxtaposed with the ruins of the world destroyed by nuclear war, creating a unique and haunting atmosphere that is both beautiful and terrifying. One of my favourite ways that Bethesda created this nostalgic feeling is the implementation of the 1940s to 50s jingles that you can sometimes hear being played on the speakers and radios as you traverse this foreboding wasteland. Hearing these tunes being played already give nostalgic vibes, but having them implemented into a game like this really brings that nostalgia to life. Now, I'm going to take you on a journey around the Fallout universe. We're going to look at some of these locations and really soak in what the game is trying to portray. So sit back, grab a Nuka-Cola and relax as we take a journey through the wasteland. I loaded up in a mysterious cave and was instantly startled by a bottle on the floor. Nevertheless, I shook it off and headed up the stairs and found this mysterious diner. It was empty and had been left in a mess. There was a population here, but they were obviously not here any longer. I went to the back room and had a little look, but all I could find was just some purified water. I continued through the maze and stumbled across the living quarters. Again, not a single soul in sight, just the remnants of what had been. I was once again startled by running into something on the floor, this time a spanner, and shook it off and ran up the stairs. There was a mysterious chemical experiment going on, which kinda looked a bit sus if you ask me, but I left it alone. I then found an old cinema room. It looked like it had been hit by a tornado, with blood on the walls and some graffiti too. I sat down in one of the seats to see what they had going on, but yeah, you'll see. I took that as my cue to leave and headed towards the front door of the vault. Next I headed to the front gate of the strip. You know, the multicoloured lights you can see throughout the whole game in the distance. There were some Securitrons guarding the gate, but they didn't have any beef with me. They let me walk straight in. I was met with the kinda empty and uncanny strip. Lots of flashing lights everywhere, drawing you into their building. It was run down, but sort of acted like an oasis in the barren Mojave Desert. I walked in one of the buildings and admired how well Bethesda had made it look run down and soulless. But before I continued my exploration, I needed to take a little bathroom break. As I drank from the urinal, I heard someone say something.
Hey.
It kind of freaked me out, so I did a Randall from Monsters Inc. and started busting down all the doors. I couldn't find anyone though and just blamed it on the voices in my head. I went upstairs to get a little refreshment from one of the Sunset Sarsaparilla machines, but one of the guards wasn't so pleased that I was making myself feel at home. He came and stole some stuff from my pockets, which I thought was quite rude, but I let it slide this time. I went up to his buddy to try and explain the situation, but he resorted straight to violence. I quickly hit them with the Apex Legends movement and ran towards the front door. I didn't think they'd follow me out, but they did, and they chased me all the way down to the gates. After all this running, I finally turned around to face my fears and got absolutely obliterated by all of them. Anyway, that concludes this video, and if you've enjoyed it, why not leave a like? It really means a lot, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. Ciao.